Hey guys, OPB here. Before I get too far in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Sorry for the lighting, I'm on my way to work. It should be getting pretty light soon. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and I've been on the road since 6:30. So I do work about an hour and a half away from home, out in the middle of nowhere, because that's what preppers do. We got to get out of the out there to find things, right? And that's what I'm going to be getting on today. A lot of people say you can't do it. You can't get out there. I can't buy land. I don't have land right now either. Okay? I'm barely even in my 20s. Well, I'm in there, but right now I'm working towards getting a little piece of property. That's rural. But in order to do that, you have to have a job out there. Unless you get lucky and win the lottery, which is not going to happen given my luck. But you got to get out there and you got to work. Now, where I work pays pretty good. I'm an auto mechanic, so pays decent. But I got to drive almost an hour and a half to get to work. And I work in a small town. And in that small town, it's kind of like the business hub of the area where I'm looking at going. Through all the shops, the major grocery stores, all that are. Major grocery store. I guess there's 2 grocery stores, so it's fairly large. Given small towns, population of maybe 5,000. That being said, my girlfriend lives out near there, and her town has a population of barely 500. If there was 500 people there, I think they'd be lucky. Okay? There's way more cows than there is people on a single farm than cows to the entire population of this town. Okay? As she likes to say. So, in order to find a place out that way, you gotta work out that way. Because the land distance I'm looking into is an hour and a half away from work. So if I'm not willing to drive an hour and a half to work right now, who says I'm going to be willing to do that when I buy the property? Right? So you got to drill that into your head that no, you're not going to work 5 minutes away from home. Okay? Which is what a lot of people in the city do. A friend of mine works 15 minutes away from home and he has a car. 15-minute walk. Why would he have a car if you work 15 minutes away from home? And it's a brand new car. He's making payments on it and everything. And it's an expensive car. It's an Audi. Don't understand it. If you want a piece of property out in the country, you're going to need to commute for work. Or get lucky and start a farm. As I said, you got to win the lottery. It's not that easy, guys. But you got to get out there and do. No procrastination. You have to set your mind to it and actually do it. I think as humans we're kind of taught, unfortunately, through the modern industry and supply chain system of that instant gratification. And that's kind of what I was thinking about when I started to make this video, is instant gratification. if you look back in time, instant gratification is fairly recent. Even if you look back into the 40s, that wasn't a thing. You had to wait weeks and weeks and weeks and months to get something. Brings me back to watching Little House on the Prairie. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a story that then turned into a TV show about a pioneer family in PEI, Anne of Green Gables. Prince Edward Island, for those of you that don't know what PEI is. It's, again, another island. It's a province here in Canada. Population of about 300,000. Okay? Now, they saved their, what they called a Christmas penny. Okay, they got a penny for Christmas to go buy pencils and notebooks and shoes for school that year. Those children waited all year long for that, and they were grateful of it. Kids these days tend to throw temper tantrums when they don't get a chocolate bar in the candy store. Saw it myself many times, and I'm sure we were all guilty of it as kids. And that's instant gratification. That's going to go away. It's a fairly new concept, and it's a concept that's not sustainable. The just-in-time delivery system. I don't like the way that sounds. Just from the name. If I don't understand how it works, which I do because I have worked retail before, that doesn't sound good to your average Joe. Now, most people don't think about this though. They know that, hey, I need cereal. I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to pick up some cereal. What are they going to do when the trucks stop rolling? Or when the trucks are still rolling, but there's armed guards inside the trucks to stop the looters from getting to the trucks while they drive. What are they going to do when the trucks start getting confiscated? To move government equipment. That can happen. You gotta have things put aside. And you have to plan further out. That instant gratification of, hey, I need this, I'm gonna go get it. We got to get out of that mindset as a human species, as a advanced civilization. We need to get out of that, because that's very much so a Western thing. A developed nation problem is instant gratification. Lots of third world countries, they don't have that, and if they do, it's only for the rich. Taking back wealth, which I'll probably be doing another video on that shortly. But wealth hasn't always been measured in money. You got to stop letting people think that the instant gratification is always going to be there. Like, yeah, okay, you need gas, go to the gas station and get gas. And when the pumps stop working, you have gas put aside? How much gas do you have put aside? How much gas do you carry in your vehicle outside of the gas tank? I know a lot of people who say, yeah, I don't let my vehicle get below half a tank. That's nice, can you fill the other half? And that's generally what I do. I know my tank from half is about 40 liters of fuel, give or take. Now I drive a truck, so most people will be far less than that. But I carry 60 liters. So I carry 20 extra liters, so I know when I get to a third of it, 3/4 of a tank, I can fill her back up again. And I know that I'm going to burn a 1/4 tank of gas getting to where I need to get. So that means when I get there, now I got a full tank of fuel. And I can replenish those empty ones on the way. If I need to. If I can. Right? That instant gratification. Something to think about. How are you going to fix that problem? How are you going to deal with the lack thereof instant gratification? Have you thought about that? Because as adults, we know that that's what that is. That it's not necessarily the way it is, but it's what our brains have been programmed to do because of the system. A system in which is faulty and is going to go away eventually. It's just a matter of time. Just some food for thought there. OPB, out.